very much for introducing me with these kind words and bringing me here. And so we will do our best to to entertain your audience today. And if something was is wrong, please, it's not our fault. We are doing our best here. And so, please, Swati, if there is something wrong with the audio and I cannot hear your question, you can just type it in this private chat, so I can have a look and answer anyway.
Thank you so much, Dario. You're so humble. And let me start with my first question, as usual, right? We want to know more about yourself. Tell us more about yourself, because I had a very little time to introduce you. So take us through your journey. Tell more about yourself.
Oh yeah, well, thanks. So very briefly, Dario, 32 years old, Italian, as you said. I come from Sicily originally, and I spent all my 20s to studying in Italy. I got a couple of degrees, one in economics, one in financial markets, and then 5 years ago I moved to UK. When I moved there, I didn't speak any word of English, literally any word. And so I was working at McDonald's at first, and then from there did a couple of different jobs, and then landed 3 years ago to work for this amazing company. It's a multinational company, which is the one of the biggest one in the travel industry. And as you can imagine, is facing difficult times now. And so I've been furloughed since mid-April, which is basically a job retention scheme here in the UK. So I'm very fortunate enough to stay home, stay safe, and I had the time to work on my own business, let's say. Since then, I'd like to introduce my story, like saying that I was starting to be passionate about making money online already at the university. So you can imagine a student has not lots of money, so needs to be creative on making money online. So I started studying over there on my own on the internet, looking at YouTube and Googling, and tried myself a few things, and failed miserably. When I moved to the UK, I thought to, I was very bad at English, so I needed to study some English. But instead of going for grammars and stuff like that, I decided to jump on the digital marketing, which is a kind of industry that in Italy is not at the same level, and on the international market is much bigger. And so I started learning digital marketing because I needed to learn English as well. And from then, little by little, I got very passionate about it, and nowadays it's working for me. The day after I've been furloughed, I started this journey. Is already something like less than 2 months, 1 month and a half, I would say.
Okay, I totally reconnect with you, because without knowing a language, go and build a market in that state or in that country is not an easy task. I completely understand, because I am from south side of India. I come to Delhi without knowing much of a Hindi or a regional language, you can call it. But I still managed to build my business, and I can completely relate to you. And it is absolutely an awesome idea. Like, you, instead of just only focusing on the language, you focused on something valuable, which is making money right now. Okay, so I think you said you're taking digital courses and everything, and 5 years down the line, you're pursuing becoming an online entrepreneur. And guys, I think you can know more about his work. He will put a link in the description once this video end. You can go ahead and answer all those questions for him, and then he will help your company to create a marketing plan for you for free. Okay, So this is what Mario does for free. And yes, is helping you to make money. Precisely what are you doing?
So yeah, so the audio was not really good. I heard you saying what you really do, like saying a little bit more about what I do. So among all those readings, one of the thing I loved the most was this book, which is Ask by Ryan Levesque, and it's a very nice book. And as the title suggests, it would say like ask people what they need, right, to be helpful. So when I started, I didn't know exactly which was the right target of people I can help. So I started a little bit broader and made this questionnaire. The purpose of the questionnaire is just a very simple, easy, and fast questionnaire, just 10 questions. And it helps me understand a little bit more about your background, your situation, what are your needs in terms of marketing. If you already have a business, if you want to start from scratch, and of course some other information like which is your budget is. Some I'm helping also some people with no budget. So once they do the questionnaire, I call it a questionnaire funnel. One, there is they answer to these questions, they go redirected to a page where there are the instruction to start working with me, and they are again very simple to follow. And from there, I made also a lot of other questions. So depending on the typology of business you want to build or improve, it's going to be like 30 questions in total. And so after that, you have also your a better understanding about what are you going through going forward. And me myself, I can point some, I can give you some advice, feedbacks on what you do, on what you want to do. And so we go through this all together, basically. And yeah, as you said, Swati, is all for free. So I'm doing it just to get to understand better what are the really needs of people these days, Facebook, and to get to have more insights from there, to understand better how I can niche down going forward, and but also getting some testimonials, so from people I can actually help.
Okay. To summarize this, like you first understand the company need and then you create a marketing plan for them to help their business to escalate the sales. Okay. But after understanding starting new, like you're also starting new from 2020. So same like you, I have a project in my mind. I have done a market research as well. So how can I sell it online? How can I create online sales, or how do I proceed? I have a product but I don't know how to sell online. So can you help us or give us little tips on this?
Sure. Well, what I can do is giving like more educational knowledge, like the tools needed and the strategy behind it. But if you have a project already, this means that you have a plan already and a strategy for that plan. Because I came up to go with people, talking to people, like they say, I want more traffic to my offer. And then when I go look at the offer, they have also the wrong strategy. So I would stress a little bit more about the importance of having a plan first. Um, um, with the plan, it comes the strategy as well. And so the how are you gonna do what you wanna do, and yeah, from there there is the how to build that machine. So it will depends on what is your project, which is the industry, what is the niche, who is your target audience, and so the world market itself. How are you gonna give this product or service? So it really depends on what we are talking about. As it's going to be different if we sell T-shirts or physical products, or if we sell coaching, for example, or educational programs. So it's going to change a lot. But to give you an answer to your question, the way is better selling online these days in 2020. It's it's the same as 2019, and even more because of this pandemic. There was an old way of selling, which lasted for a while until, let's say, a decade or 7, 8 years ago, which was selling through the website. But as you know, the website has the homepage, about me page, maybe the blog section. And so the people, the traffic who is going to hit that wall is going to be confused looking at all that information, maybe consuming a little bit of your content, but then most probably just hitting the cross, closing your tab, and bye bye to you and your promotions. So there is a better way, a new way of doing this. It's not so new, as I said, 7, 8 years that you can hear this term, which is the funnel of marketing, sales funnel, lead funnel. So basically, a funnel is just a better way of placing a focus and target communication around your marketing. It means you give something to people, then you offer something, then maybe an upsell or a downsell, and but every page has a specific role and only one call to action. This way is going to be more focused for people to sell what they need to sell or promote, and for people who are from the other side to understand in this single page what is your offer, much better than a website. So 2020 even more, because I would say because of this pandemic, people will lose their job. Finger crossed. Then, but you can hope. But this is gonna be the way. People are gonna lose their jobs, so they are gonna need to make sales money online very quickly. And the sales funnel is your way, or the lead funnel if you are promoting other people's stuff. That's
Okay, rightly said. Okay, rightly, you use the situation pandemic to make people understand. I hope, I'm not hoping, I believe there are some audiences, there are some people in the audiences lost their job already, or about to losing their job. Okay, I hope they will be able to convert their passion into their success, into their sales, into a product they can sell it online. So you use the word called sales funnel. Can you give us some example of sales funnel? Because maybe I know about sales funnel, but few of the audiences may be hearing it for the first time. Can you explain what is sales funnel?
Yep. So I'm gonna use, for example, a book I've got here. So if you go on the page to buy a book like this, this, by the way, is Russell Brunson, and he's one of the guy that basically we can say invented this kind of marketing, this kind of terms, sales funnel and stuff. And when you go through this page to buy this book, which by the way is a free book, you need to only pay for the shipping fee. Once you do, you will see that on the first page, Russell Brunson is just going to sell this book, free of charge, free plus shipping in this case. And you go through page after page, what is the wall offer? So behind the book, there will be an upsell, and behind another one or a downsell. And in the same, using the same software, in the same funnel, basically is a page by page communication. This is the funnel. You will have all the customer experience. So when you think about a sales funnel, you really need to think about your best sale employee, placed there 24 hours a day, 7 days a week, all the days of the year, basically doing his best job every day, night and day. This is the way to me to think at a sales funnel. Then again, it depends what you sell is going to look different.
Okay, so people can answer your questionnaire. You can help them with the sales funnel as well, correct?
Yes, this is one of the things we get to do together. And the mainly these days is actually helping people that they have already an offer, and maybe it's a affiliate offer. So they are trying to promote something online to make some money. And I go see their profile, and I can see they are doing it wrong. So I contact those people, explain what is the thing that they are doing wrongly, and most of the time I have to say I say I can help you for free, and most of the time they say yes, let's do it, Dario, because it's true. I'm not making any money, or I'm making little money, so there is something I'm doing wrong. Please help. So those cases, this is what I'm doing these days. Much, most of the time, it's helping them with the right strategy. In the case of affiliate marketing, for example, there is the funnel, right? You don't control the chart, so you cannot put your prices, your upsell or downsell or stuff like that. You cannot do it. But what you can do is making a lead funnel, which means getting the lead instead of money. And then your lead, which is basically an email subscriber, is going to bring you money down the road. What a lead funnel does is basically 2 pages or 3 pages. One where you get to offer something for free, something very valuable that your audience is really wanting, in exchange for the email address. And then on the second page, you have time to get your people know a bit more about yourself, because you need to be known, liked, and trusted from people to give them advice or sell something.
Okay, wow. So we spoke about creating a sales funnel, how it lead to a lead generation for sales.